I knew this was going to be a day-long adventure. Up before sunrise, I headed off the Door Peninsula, 70 miles south along the lakeshore, in order to chronicle an exciting and historic event, Project Drydock, the towing of the World War II submarine USS Cobia from its permanent home at the Wisconsin Maritime Museum in Manitowoc back to drydock repair and restoration in my hometown of Sturgeon Bay. So I was really looking forward to this morning. Been waiting for months, ever since I heard that the Cobia was coming into Bay Ship for repairs. She was delayed. She was supposed to be in Thursday, but the winds were too strong, so they held off till Sunday morning, which means, being that it's going to be on a weekend, I expect there are going to be a lot more people there. This is a historic event. The Cobia has not been out of the water in 29 years. 29 years ago was the last time she was in dry dock, and that was at Bay Ship. And the Cobia is a very popular attraction in the state of Wisconsin, seeing that it's, an operational, at least to some degree, an operational World War II submarine. That's won a number of battle stars in the South Pacific. A lot of great history. Very cool looking boat. So we'll see what the morning brings. Definitely a big crowd. And you know how I love crowds. It was a pleasant drive on an absolutely glorious morning. Cool, clear, and quiet. I made straight for the Waterfront Museum, not far from where Manitowoc's legendary shipyard workers built submarines for the war effort. The tug crews were already making final preparations for the 10-hour tow back to Sturgeon Bay. That's retired Coast Guard Captain Steve Ross from Basic Towing.
Hey John, you don't need to pull them off or nothing, just let them hang there.
He'll be supervising the entire move and will be at the helm of the lead tug, Nicolina. Also part of the crew, my old friend, retired Captain Ray Sheldon of the Joseph L. Block. He'll be assisting on the rear tug, Erica Kobasic.
Peggy's now riding the tug up, so she'll be taking photographs from the boat.
Okay, very good. I'll talk to you later. Have a safe trip. Peggy O'Connell, so good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too, Kevin.
So you're going to be on the Erica with Ray?
I am going to be on the Erica. We rode down on it, and I was supposed to take a different ride back, but I decided it might be fun to ride this back and be part of history. It's kind of cool. A 1940 Coast Guard cutter, tug, towing a 1940 sub. Little known facts.
Yeah, very cool. With everything ready to go, Tug Erica Kobasic slips back to the stern of the floating relic to attach a drag line. A few minutes later, the Nicolina casts off her lines and Captain Steve Ross announces their departure. Freed from the security of her mooring cables for the first time in nearly 3 decades, the floating museum is gingerly led away from the promenade. Tug Nicolina is at the ready to belch out a breathy master salute, 3 long, 2 short, that will echo throughout the entire city in recognition of the Cobia's stewards at Wisconsin Maritime Museum, and to the thousands of onlookers, witnesses all to this rare bit of history. People of Manitowoc and the former Manitowoc Shipbuilding Company have long enjoyed an excellent reputation for having turned out 28 submarines for the U.S. Navy during World War II, although The USS Cobia was not one of them. Her beam was laid in 1943 in Groton, Connecticut, and launched in November that year, one in a total of 77 Gatto-class submarines that comprise the backbone of the American submarine force. The primary objective of Gatto-class subs: safely escort battle fleets throughout the Pacific and protect them from enemy fire. At just under 312 feet in length and a skosh over 27 feet across the beam, the Cobia was outfitted with 10 21-inch torpedo tubes, 6 forward, 4 aft, carried a load of 24 torpedoes, a 3-inch deck gun, and a 40mm Bofors anti-aircraft gun. Her crew of 60 claimed that life on board was 90% boredom, 10% terror, but that the vessel was agile and comfortable, well, as comfortable as one could be in a hot metal tube underwater. She was designed for long patrols and sank 19 Japanese ships over 6 of those patrols and rescued many a downed pilot, earning herself 4 battle stars along the way for her bravery. All that's behind her now, a distant memory of another era, but an important one that her caregivers ensure we never forget, one worthy of a 55 nautical mile journey northward to undergo a budgeted $1.5 million restoration that took years of fundraising and advocacy to achieve, a noble reminder to us all and to the generations to come, just what it means to honor the heroes of our past. I'm at the Point Beach State Park Lighthouse. This is a point kind of juts out, real navigation hazard back in the day, and well, this is really beautiful here, and I'm hoping to get a shot of the sub and the tugs close to shore here because this bit of land sticks out pretty far. I can't put my drone up, unfortunately, because it is a state park and I obey the rules, so I don't want to lose my license. I can be seen 28 miles out to sea, or out into the lake, I suppose. So I got my gear all set up here on the beach. The beach is getting a little crowded. People come down to see the sub come by here. It is a little bit closer than it was when we were down just by Two Rivers. I have my 70 to 200 millimeter lens on, and I'm going to take some video of that. I'm going to zoom in all the way, see what I can get. Just a beautiful day here on this beach, and check out that lighthouse, would you? Just gorgeous, gorgeous. Now she's gonna sail into all that sunglade on the water. I think at this rate, and as nice as these waters are today, she's gonna make it to Sturgeon Bay a lot sooner than 6 p.m. tonight. We'll see. I put on a circular polarizer to take as much glare off that water as I can. Shooting at 1/640th of a second, f8, ISO 100. It's nice, the boats are silhouetted against that silvery sea. That was really great. Such a beautiful day down there. And see if we can catch her someplace up near Algoma. If not, the next stop is going to be the Sturgeon Bay Shipping Canal. I did manage to come home. She has to sail past my house. She's out there now, just, I would say, out near the Sail Park. And she'll hit the canal probably in about another 40 minutes or so. Yeah, so I had a chance to come home and charge up all my batteries, including my own. I took a nap for 20 minutes. Had some lunch with Colleen. And it's been a very interesting day, I have to say. You know, as she sailed northward here too, it's gotten kind of cloudy. It was expected to get cloudier, a little bit grayer. I imagine there were a lot of gray days on board being a submariner. I can't even imagine being cooped up in something that small for so many weeks on end. They used to have parties, the crew members. They would make something called torpedo juice. The torpedoes in the submarine were powered by alcohol. So they used to filter that alcohol and mix it with fruit, with orange peels, whatever they could find, and drink that to get a buzz on. Can you imagine? That's pretty desperate. At any rate, I'm going to get some footage of her here, maybe a picture or two as she sails by, and then head on down to the canal. See what we can get there. What a great day this has been so far. What'd you do today, Kevin? Well, not much. I did see a World War II submarine go past my house today. Many of the systems on board the USS Cobia are still operational, including both of her diesel-electric engines, the Radio Shack, and the oldest operating radar set in the world. But there's no telling what lies below her waterline. Plenty of freshwater slime, algae, and coaga mussels, the scourge of the Great Lakes, have accumulated on her hull over the past 29 years, I suppose. But what else will putting her in dry dock reveal? Swelled with pride to see this piece of history pass by the North Pier light and into the canal. And I whispered to myself, as I often do, we get to live here. So grateful to witness another one of the endless cultural experiences this enchanting peninsula provides. I mean, come on. Where else in the world can you be part of something as remarkable as this? that was a lot of fun. A lot of drones in the air, though. Made me very nervous. I did meet up with one guy, Mark. Flies out here a lot. Does a lot of boat videos as well. And we agreed that I would stay under 125 feet and he wouldn't go below 150 feet. So there was that. There was a Cessna kept circling too. Probably right at about 500 feet. So all kinds of warnings going off on my controller screen for that. Just what I need. One more distraction. At any rate, we're going to head into town now. Get her coming through the bridges. So rather than stand down along the promenade or put up my drone here between the bridges, I decided I would come to the top of the Jim Cress Maritime Tower, part of the Door County Maritime Museum. 10 stories up. They have a beautiful balcony where I'm standing now to take this shot here, coming through the bridges. I didn't want to put up a drone here between the bridges. There's always a lot of drones in a very small space here, and I didn't want to risk that. So, all right, the bridge has gone up. Steel bridge is about to go up. So you can see here, when the bridges go up, people get out of their cars, walk to the edge of the bridge, see what's coming in. Kevin Osgood down on the purpose, warning everybody there's going to be a very loud salute as soon as they come through the bridge. From atop the tower, I could hear the roars of approval from the surrounding bystanders over the enthusiastic master salutes given all round for the Cobia as she makes her grand entrance into the heart of Sturgeon Bay. The shipyard workers are entrusted this national landmark, and over the next 4 to 6 weeks, we'll thoroughly clean her hull, examine the forward torpedo tubes, flood spaces, and bulkheads, replacing all the corroded metal, the deteriorated gaskets, address any hidden or unknown issues, and then finally repaint the exterior. It's what they do. Thanks for coming along with me on this journey, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. It helps to expose the video to others who might also appreciate it. And until next time, I'm Kevin O'Donnell. This is Behind the Door, and I look forward to seeing you again down the road.